Hi, everyone. My name is Valerie Armfield, and I'm a certified health coach for Take Shape for Life program. I am certified through the Center for Obesity Prevention Education at Villanova University, and I have been coaching for a little over a year. I'm excited to share about this program. I like to share with those that are already my clients, those that are interested in learning more about the program, and just for those that want to know more about healthy eating. So I'm going to be sharing some tips with you that hopefully you'll be able to incorporate into your life. So I'm going to do a share screen on here, so bear with me a moment. Okay, and for some reason, okay, there we go. Okay, I wanted to tell you a little bit about my story. I lost 27 pounds in 2.5 months. I was introduced to this program by two girlfriends of mine who had a substantial amount of weight to lose, in addition to having some very serious and debilitating health conditions that were due to their excess weight. They were being very successful on this program. They had lost, in 2 months, they had lost, I believe it was 25 pounds and 20 pounds. One of them, as of a few months ago, lost a total of 100 pounds. My other girlfriend lost 80. What is more significant about this is that I was very concerned about them as they were very young, in their early 50s, and had very little level of activity because of the excess weight that they had, which caused sleep apnea, high blood pressure, depression. They had knee problems, foot problems, fibromyalgia. I was very concerned about them. And when they were on this program, their whole lives changed. It was such a miracle that although I had been on every program under the sun, you name it, I've been on it. I am the creator of diets even. None had been successful as keeping off my weight long term. So I decided to start the program after seeing such success with them. And again, as I said, I lost 27 pounds in 2.5 months. But what is more important than that is that I have been able to keep that weight off now for over a year. I learned healthy habits that will allow me to keep this weight off and have optimal health for my lifetime. So let me tell you a little bit more about it. First off, let's talk about the health crisis in America. The Centers for Disease Control started keeping statistics in about 1985. By 1995, all the states in the United States had statistics. So you can see by the blue colors, it's somewhere in the 10 to 19% range of obesity for the nation. Fast forward 7 years to 2010, and you'll find that most of the country is in the orange color, which is 25 to 30% or more in those states are obese. So here are some U.S. Health stats. 2 out of every 3 adults in our country are overweight. 1 out of 3 are obese. The startling fact is that 1 out of every 5 children are now facing obesity. 25 million Americans have diabetes, and 79 million are pre-diabetic and may not even know it yet. Is this really evolution? Well, first off, I want you to think about your health goals. Maybe you have a goal to eat healthier, to increase your physical activity. Maybe you need to reduce stress or sleep better. These are all things that affect our health. Just think, if you could do anything physically or have all the energy in the world, what would you do? Would you want to run races or be able to play with your children, bike riding? Or just be able to go up and down a flight of stairs and, not have to catch your breath. Who else would benefit from you getting healthy? I know that I'm very active with my grandchildren. I'm on the jungle gyms with them. I'm running, skipping, hopping. And I know I would not have that today if I wasn't a healthy weight. What we find is that improving health, it's contagious. So it's a good thing to be contagious in that way. So if you're making healthy choices, it really affects the other people around you. And of course, if you choose optimal health, If you could choose it, would you choose it? So let's talk about some matters of health. I want to give you some really good tips that you can start implementing right away in your life. So one of them is to wake up and eat within 30 minutes. Many people don't realize this, and you may not have even been hungry when you wake up. You don't know that jump-starting your metabolism is so very important. So eating within a half hour of waking up will signal to your body to stop storing fat. So let's get our metabolism going. So eat breakfast. Eating every 2 to 3 hours after you wake up will fuel your body properly, keep your blood sugars balanced, and keep your metabolism burning strong. And this is a concept that's not only important for weight loss, but also for just weight management and blood sugar balancing. So what do you eat every 2 to 3 hours? Well, obviously, small protein carb balanced meals, 5 to 6 times a day. Probably a lot of you have heard of that before. Most of us have. That eating 5 to 6 times a day is the healthiest way to eat. Well, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a bit, but what I wanted to talk about now is really the importance of drinking water. We recommend people drink half your weight in water. So here's an example. If you weigh 200 pounds, you're going to want to drink 100 ounces of water. It's just a great rule of thumb. And I always tell people, don't drink your calories like sodas and juice. Getting your water in is going to be a whole lot better for your health. It's better for your skin. It's better for your hair. It's better for your internal organs. So let's talk about why time matters. Why should we want to eat 5 to 6 times a day? There was a clinical study done by David Jenkins at the University of Toronto on low glycemic eating. And he took 2 groups of people. They ate the same number of calories and the same foods. This is important. They ate the same foods. One group ate 3 times a day and the other 6 small meals a day. The group that ate 6 small meals lost more weight. They were less hungry. They reduced their cholesterol by 15%, and they reduced their blood insulin by 28%. That's why it's so important when you eat during the day. The chart shows what happens when you eat low glycemic fuelings 5 to 6 times throughout the day. So those meals are only going to spike the blood glucose and insulin right around your baseline. So it's important to do this for your health. If you eat 3 high glycemic meals a day, you would experience huge blood glucose spikes every time you are to eat. And then what happens is the body has to pump in insulin to combat that, to bring them back down towards the baseline. So this is not a healthy cycle. You want to try to keep your blood sugar steady and even. You just feel so much better. And combinations matter. We talked about eating 5 to 6 times a day, a protein carb balance. So a lot of times people think they'll have to get their protein from chicken or meat 5 to 6 times a day. Well, who wants to do that? Protein comes from so many sources. Here's some examples: eggs, Greek yogurt, low-fat cheese, nuts, the obvious like fish, poultry, and meats, cottage cheese, beans, and sometimes people use protein mixes. These are all great protein sources that you can use throughout the day. So a lot of times when you hear carbohydrates, you think of bread or rice, but carbohydrates also come from a lot of health choices: fruits and berries, vegetables, low-carb tortillas, whole wheat toast, high-fiber crackers, steel-cut oats. And there are just a lot of different things that you can use for your carbs. Fruits and vegetables won't spike your blood sugar as much as things like bread. So combination matters. Each time you eat throughout the day, you choose a protein and choose a carb and pair them for every meal. So one thing I'm a big believer in is portion-controlled meal replacements. The ones we use with Take Shape for Life, they're already balanced for you. I'm basically lazy. It makes it so easy for me. They have the proper amount of protein and carbs, so it's an easy option for a healthy fueling. Don't think that every time you're fueling your body that it has to be for taste or for emotional fulfillment. Remember that food is our fuel. Each meal doesn't need to be gourmet. That would be exhausting. So your plate matters too. Let's talk about a really great concept that helps people stay within healthy parameters. We'll call this the 9-inch plate in Take Shape for Life. As you can see, half of your plate should be filled with fruits and vegetables. A quarter would be protein and a quarter would be your starches. This is a good visual. A 9-inch plate is much smaller than the plates you probably see at a restaurant. Those are usually 12 to 14 inches. So here's an example of what your plate could look like. Could be 5 ounces of chicken, half a cup of asparagus, 1 cup of spinach, half a cup of cherry tomatoes, 2 tablespoons Italian dressing, half a cup of brown rice, and the total for that would be 438 calories. Now, here's an interesting fact about restaurant portions. Most Americans would have 2 cups of brown rice, and that's just 2 cups, would be more calories than this whole meal. So right there, you could double your calories, and we don't want to do that. So let's talk a little bit about glycemic charts. I can send these charts to anyone that registered for this webinar, so don't worry about taking notes. Sugar matters within each food group. Take, for example, your fruits. We talk about glycemic index, where 100 is pure sugar. We talked earlier about how your body responds to pure sugar. You eat that, your blood sugar goes sky high, and then your body has to pump insulin. So it's better to more often choose foods that are lower on the charts. Some of the good low glycemic choices are like berries, apples, nectarines, peaches. Some of the higher ones are like pineapple or mangoes. One question I get is, you mean I can't ever have pineapple again? No, of course not. You can. But maybe make it in a fruit salad so you'll have less in a sitting, or pair it with a protein. So let's go to vegetables. This one is really interesting to me. I want to point out carrots. Carrots are found in both low and high. When they're raw, it's a 30, but a cooked carrot is an 80. I always like to point out that cooking a food can change the composition of the food. So eat vegetables that are both raw and cooked. Support matters. Here at Take Shape for Life, we are very serious about support. We want to make sure that everyone feels supported in their journey, whether it's weight loss or just eating healthier. In Take Shape for Life, we offer personal health coaches, that's me, Facebook support groups, nutritionists, dietitian support, doctor nurse support calls, and weekly client support calls. We want to make sure everyone is supported on their journey in as many ways as they would like to be. Education matters too. You might have known people that lost all of their weight and then gained it all back. So we really want our clients to have the proper education to know how to create long-term health goals. So it's really about rewiring our brains. Our curriculum focuses not just on learning about food or exercise, but how to deal with the triggers and how to make better choices to create better habits that over the long term are going to help you reach optimal health. I always tell my clients that reaching a number on the scale is just a side effect of becoming a healthy person. When you reach that number on the scale, it doesn't end there. A simple, safe program matters. No matter if you're wanting to lose weight or learn to eat healthier, it's important to find a program that's going to help you to get there in a healthy way. So one that is going to protect your lean muscles and give you the proper nutrition and vitamins that your body needs. So ask yourself, do you currently eat 6 small protein carb balance per day? Have you tried to make changes on your own and failed? Are you getting the proper nutrition? Do you need help? If so, I'd love to tell you a little bit more about Take Shape for Life. We have our clients start by practicing with 1 meal a day. This is the whole concept with protein and carbs together. So 5 to 7 ounces of lean protein, chicken or fish, or another example, as I mentioned earlier, and 3 servings of non-starchy vegetables. So it's good for general health to have the bulk of your healthy vegetables to come from more non-starchy options like salad, tomatoes, or green beans. There are lots of good non-starchy choices. Simple nutrition is really important. One of the biggest reasons why people find it hard to get in 5 to 6 small meals a day is because they're too busy or we're always on the go. That's why fast food is having so much success in America today. We really want people to have easy, quick nutrition. So if you're wanting to lose weight, you will use 5 meal replacements a day. If not, and you're just wanting to just get healthier, then it would be 2 to 3 meal replacements. They're quick, they're healthy, grab and go meals. The Take Shape for Life meal replacements are the right protein carb balance to naturally burn fat and protect lean muscle. Here are some examples of what we have: brownies, mac and cheese, and shakes. Everyone finds things they like, and it's good to have quick, easy, healthy options. We have over 70 different options. Our parent company is Medifast, and they have been a leader in safe, effective weight loss for over 30 years. We are recommended by over 20,000 doctors since 1980, and all of our research is done at Johns Hopkins. So you really know it's safe and it's effective, and it has the medical research to back it up. One other thing that's great is that we are an American company. We own our own research and development, manufacturing, and warehousing right here in the United States. So you know the standards are high, and it's not food flown in from another country. I want to show you a couple examples of friends or clients who have done well with the Take Shape for Life program. This isn't just about reaching a goal and a scale. It's again about a healthy lifestyle for life. There are a lot of examples of people who found success with this program. Just so you know, Take Shape for Life isn't just about weight loss. It's really an optimal health program. We want people to not just lose weight, but be able to reach their goals, whatever they might be. So you might say, hey, I'm ready for a healthy eating makeover. So what's next? Or maybe you just need help with weight loss. 2/3 of the country does, so you're not alone. But go ahead and raise your hand, call, text, or email me, and get your order placed. You'll want your educational materials. We're serious about helping you get the education to move forward in your life of health. Also, any healthy meal replacements you would need for your journey, and your coach, which would be me. I think it's important to take a moment and think about who else needs help. Our goal is to eradicate obesity in the United States. We really need to open our mouths and talk to people we know about getting healthy. We all know people who will be able to benefit from a healthier life, or whose lives will be saved. So if you found this webinar helpful, just feel free to pass it on to someone you know who might benefit from it. Also, we're looking for new health coaches to help our cause of getting America healthy. So if you or someone you might know would be interested in helping others, please feel free to also contact me. Loved being able to share with you about this program. Again, my website is valeriearmfield.ichooseoptimalhealth.com, or you can always call me at 714-875-2568. Again, thanks so much for watching, and have an awesome day.